Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're seeing this video. My humble name remains Mado Kaine B, and as you all know, I'm from Akumazu Mocha, and Akumazu Mocha is located in the Kano East local government area of Delta State. In continuation of my reaction to the video trending about some set of lady claiming to come from Benin, there are a few questions I actually want to ask in this second edition of that reaction. Now, you made it clear that you people actually came from Benin to settle. You get to Abo. When you now get to Abo, you say, okay, let us now move. Some now move down to, what is it called? To Omulede, some move down to Akumasi. Let me ask you, while you were on that journey, did you meet any group of persons or people actually living in Agbo? And if you do, what language were they speaking? Now, when you left Benin, what language were you speaking when you left Benin? Were you speaking Benin language, or you were speaking the same language you are known with? Now, when you get to Umulede and you are called Umwede, the word Umu, does that word belongs to Benin language family, or Umu belongs to Igbo language family? I want you to give me an answer to this simple question. Now, when you look at the names and the names of the communities that were found within the Eka community, a place like Abo, a place like Idumesa, a place like Owa, a place like Ekukuabo, a place like Mbiriamuhu, Ibodo, a place like Akomazi, Umulede, a place like Owerri, a place like Ute. Now, I want to ask you, sir, in Benin language, what is Esa? If you want to check the word Esa, which means in English 7. How did Benin pronounce Esa or Esa in their Benin language? Idumu, which translates to be quarter. Idu umu, which translates to be the quarter of the quarter of so children. Now, how does it pronounce, or how did you say it in Benin language? Now, these are some of the answers I will want you to give to me. Now, my name, and we'll begin to come down to look at our tradition and custom. Yet, there is no doubt that there are some borrowed culture. Number one, which is the only culture that I can say that we borrow from Benin, is the Igwe festival. And I can attest to it that it is not all the communities in a calendar that celebrate Igwe. Where you find Igwe is Umulede and Akumazi Umuacha. Can you show me other communities within a calendar that celebrate Igwe? Now, these are things I actually want you to look at. When you left Benin, did you actually live with Benin language, or you drop your language to learn another language that is not your language? These are some of the things I want you to address today. Now, when we begin to talk about whether we are from Benin, I have said it time without number, that there is no way you can, equate, there is no way you cannot bring, what is it called, origin and migration to be the same. Migration speaks of movement, living from one point to another. Why origin speaks of your root, why descendant speaks of your root, where you are coming from. So if you say, and you so claim that you are from Benin descendant, why is it that there is nothing traceable, tangible, traceable to that Benin lineage of yours? Now, when you come to Akumazu, when you go to, what is it called? Umulede, Mbitime, and so on and so forth. Why is it that there is no deity traced to Benin from that of your Umulede and that of Akumazu that I'm from? Before you come out on the social media or anywhere to begin to mislead people with an information that you cannot stand to defend, I want you to do me a favor. What is that favor that I want you to do me? The favor is that make sure that you are not telling people what is not obtainable. Get the right information before you begin to pass wrong information to the public. Because the video that is trending about these men claiming that they came from Benin, but it's also laughable because at that point, he actually shot himself, telling the world how naive and ignorant he is to what he's trying to discuss. You are from Benin and you get there, you are called Umwede. Umu. The word Umu correlates with that Igbo translation. It has no meaning. Umu has no, Benin does not speak anything that had to do with Umu in their language. Umwede, that is children of Ede. Now you are telling us we have Ede grammar school. That is just the truth. Let Benin man come and tell me the meaning of Ede in their language. Of course, if Ede, who happened to be your father, because Umwede mean the children of Ede, let Benin man come and tell me the meaning of Ede in their language. That is quite unfortunate that our people will make an argument to at some point, even not knowing that we are shooting ourselves. Now, let me put it straight. I have gone through the lines, some of the information I found on the Google, on the internet. Permit me to tell you one thing. Many of them has been authenticated, or many of them has been tampered with. And when you look at the date and time of visitation of those websites to change some of the information there, and you look at the names of those who did that, you see that these are Benin, what is it called? Social media warriors or whatever. What do you stand to achieve? It's quite unfortunate that somebody who bears Uche, who his name is Uche, Isioma Chukweku, Elue Mono, Uche, Oyenwe Mmado, Osinachi, and Chukwuka, every one of us are claiming not to be Igbo. Well, I'm going to be making a teaching on the word Igbo, Ika, Okwane, and Nochenuane, so that people have understanding to that effect. Because those words, the word Igbo is what I see that is confusing every one of us. That when they say you are Igbo, that means you come from Igbo. Nobody come from Igbo, because once you are Igbo, you are Igbo. You cannot be Igbo and come from Igbo. Are you getting me? You can never be an Igbo person and at the same time come from Igbo. So your identity remain your identity. So let us grow. Let us walk out of this inferiority complex that has kept us at a point of denying ourselves of ourselves. My name remains until I come your way again. Please do away with propaganda and false information. Our history remains intact. If you cannot read, you can follow up with the things that are happening. You will know what we are saying. Thank you. Shalom. Omu Chineke.